just got a stuck in time feel. Some people have left.
Very fortunate to be able to see this.
Oh, wow. Do most of the people speak French around here?
Yeah.
There is a distinct feeling here. I'm going down to Cutoff today.
Oh, okay.
Since 1884. Been looking forward to this moment. So good. Are you from Cutoff, sir?
Yes, sir.
Pavement changes. We're now entering the sovereign nation of the Chitimacha. Shrimp potatoes. Look at these big guys. It's one of those places where you stop to say hi and you definitely get a hi back. Good morning, guys. Here in Erath, Louisiana, down near the Gulf of Mexico, deep in the heart of Cajun country. And today we're going on a road trip across the southern part of the state, all the way to a town called Cutoff. And from the locals I spoke to the last few days, they said, you're going on a very interesting adventure. You'll most likely see things you've never seen before and meet some very interesting characters along the way. Let's do this. So I've been told in Louisiana they put the gravestones above ground because of the flooding, at least in this part. And you can see some of these homes are up on stilts. And that's because, yeah, the water comes in, I guess, that high. And look at these homes, they're really far up. It's a good 5 feet off the ground. From what I'm guessing, if you have the money, you lift the home. Or if you've dealt with the water issues. But you can see they put the trellising around the bottom there. Yeah, this is hurricane country. Some people have left. Seems like the type of town everyone knows everyone. Bank of Erath. Look at that beautiful old structure. It's just got a stuck in time feel. First impressions. Very peaceful feel. Sir, what was JR's before? Is it a restaurant?
Like a gas station and fast food, you know.
Okay.
People pick, you know, come to get gas, you go in there and get a sandwich or whatever.
Do you guys really come together as a community when the hurricanes come through?
You get help from all over.
You get help from all over.
Like in New Orleans, some of the, like in the ninth ward, they're still cleaning up from Hurricane Audrey.
How long ago was that?
That's been years ago, years.
They're still cleaning up.
Still cleaning up, yeah.
And you guys are cleaned up here, huh?
Oh yeah, here. Over here, it's mostly flood. But where I'm at, New Iberia, I'm 20 miles from here.
Oh, New Iberia.
Yes.
Do most of the people speak French around here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you speak French?
No.
But most do.
Oh yeah, around here, that's all.
How far is the Gulf of Mexico?
Maybe 20 miles.
Oh, it's 20 miles, okay.
Maybe.
But you smell the salt air here.
Yeah. Well, you see, you go over here, in the coastal city. When you get in the inner coastal city, you can't go no further. Nothing but water.
Oh.
If you want to go any further, you get the plane or boat or whatever, but not by land.
Got some potatoes here?
Like $10 sacks and $8 sacks.
I'll get a $10 sack.
And down in Tabasco town. You heard about that, huh?
What?
Tabasco, pepper, hot sauce.
You got a lot here?
No, that's in New Iberia where I live. I mean, if you want to go there, I'm just saying. You know.
Yeah, I think I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm doing it, sir.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All the best. Love
All right.
the people here.
Oh yeah.
You guys are awesome. My cooking's not as good, though. I don't know what I'm gonna do with those.
Bake them.
Bake them up.
You got good food down here.
Some of the best.
Oh yeah.
Sir, you take care.
Okay, all right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That's how it is down here. Everyone is, so far, my 5 days in southern Louisiana is like that. Everyone's super open and just very hospitable. It's a very warm culture down here. check out this combo. Cigarettes, adult store, and Mexican food. Some beautiful old buildings in this town. Looks like it's having a little comeback. Nice town you got here. You're not feeling.
Glad you think so. All these old buildings used to be run down, man.
Well, that's cool. You're bringing it back.
I mean, you can tell all this being updated recently.
Yeah, and the theater over there, that is beautiful.
They got a place that's called the Shadows. Man, they have like, I forget how many people supposedly died. They always have like reenactments of wars. Like, I want to say that was some kind of shelter or something during one of the wars or something. I don't know. But I mean, it's a cool building.
Is this the heart of Cajun country, would you say?
Oh, yeah.
Now that the older people are dying off, not so much.
You gotta go in the,
Okay.
toward the swamps. Get real
Then you
deep.
can find the
Go
real
into the
hillbillies.
swamps. I'm going down to Cutoff today.
Oh, okay.
You know that?
I've never been there, but I know
That
about where it's at.
that's deep Cajun swamp,
Yeah.
right? It's way south.
Yes.
You don't even go there, huh?
No.
I'm pumped up for Cutoff.
Good luck.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, man. You have a good one, bro. Be safe.
You too. It's really mixed here. Mansion next to a trailer, next to a mansion, next to an old Victorian. What an interesting place. Jeanerette has the cheapest prices. This cool old 50s style.
What generation of the family took running?
This has been in business for 100 years.
Yeah, as of last Thursday.
And you're the 4th generation.
Same family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And
Yeah,
it's
we're
what you
watering
said.
our congratulatory flowers right now.
That's so cool.
Have fun.
Thank you. They've really kept it looking the same, which is such a great look. And then you see this in Jeanerette. You know, obviously the jobs have picked up out of town and gone away, and with that goes the people and the businesses. It just takes a business or two businesses to come in and really turn a place like this around. That could be something absolutely amazing. Look at that, since 1884. Wow. Side entrance. Hollywood, what's the story here?
Go.
Yeah, what's going on?
Talk.
You don't got time to talk? You got to bake, huh? What should I get? What do I need here?
French bread.
Sign me up. I'm in. You're the 6th generation?
Sixth generation to run it of the same family.
Wow.
It's been handed down, handed down.
Cajun family?
Yeah, all the germs.
Oh, that's what it is, Hollywood, the French bread, okay.
Still hot. Melt in your mouth.
Oh, yeah. That's what you want.
That oven was put in 1940.
Oh, wow. Master baker.
That's like a Ferris wheel. That's the old brick old oven, 1907.
Oh, great.
One before that was a fire burning stove. It was right here.
How's business?
Business is a little slow right now.
It's just all locals, right, that are buying?
Yeah,
Okay. Why do you think?
inflation.
People are feeling it, huh?
People feel,
Yeah. The ginger cake ingredients are double of 2 years ago.
but I can't go up double on the price.
So it's really coming down to dollars and cents right now for the consumer, for people coming in here.
Yep,
And how much are these?
$2.50.
$2.50. And people are having a hard time doing that.
Yeah.
Is that one of your specialties?
Yeah, that's what we're known for, that and the French bread.
Okay.
That's what they would feed the labor in the field back in the 1800s and 1900s. This is a big sugar cane industry.
Oh,
You eat that and it'll keep a man full all day. So wherever there's sugar industry, like if you go to Jamaica with it, they make ginger cakes.
Oh, okay. Hollywood, what time are you up in the mornings?
1:30.
1:30. What time you going to bed?
When you leave me alone.
When do you start leaving them alone?
Yeah. He don't bother me. But I'm just playing.
Go to bed about 6, 7 o'clock.
Set about around 7. Yeah.
How long you been here?
Around 26 years.
How you found us?
I'm just on this road to Cutoff, and I didn't want to go on the main road. When I had on my Google, a bakery came up.
Okay.
It's way cooler than I could have imagined.
We've had people buy this French bread from London, like tourists, and 2 weeks later, we'll get a postcard and saying y'all bread is better than our bread over here. See, historical place.
That's great.
That's not a horse and buggy. That's the first motorized vehicle of the town.
So how's it?
1901, the first motorized vehicle.
1901. Do you remember as a kid what these streets were like?
This was an awesome little town. A lot of industry here. Sawmills and the sugar industry was big. Industry that built farm equipment and all that's dwindling down.
When did that go away?
Probably in the last 20 years, I would say.
Okay, so people left town, or?
Yeah. Me growing up, you couldn't ask for a better little town. They had a Catholic school here, which shut down.
So all of these businesses were filled up, and
This little bitty town used to have 5 banks.
wow.
5 banks.
Oh, so cool. He just said, do you have time? And I said, not really, because I'm trying to get to Cutoff. And I said, how much? He's like, not too long. I'm like, what do you have in mind? And he said, I can show you a sugar farm, access that you would normally not get. So let's go check that out.
I thought you had seen me, I'm sorry. I was waiting right here. When I seen you turn around the corner, I thought you knew my truck. I thought you was gonna follow me. I took off and then I seen you turn in the bank. This is it. Probably
Wow.
You getting to see probably one of the nicest places around.
You got these massive viaducts.
I think it was built in the 1700s. Very fortunate to be able to see this.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, wow. What a place.
Could you imagine living in here in the 1700s?
Everything's so grand and ornate, and it was all about showing your wealth, huh?
Yep. This was probably put in the 1900s. The kitchen was always separate from the mansion. In case it would catch a fire, they could put it out before it burned a big place down. You have a door right here and a door right here. You open them 2 doors, and they always face the houses north and south. You'll get a breeze coming through here, and it pulls it through all over the room.
So without AC back in the day, it would cool off enough in here?
Yeah. That's why the ceilings are so tall. The heat would rise, and this was like a wind tunnel, like a breezeway.
Yeah. So the people that bought this want people to see it.
They want people to see it. Yeah.
The community to see
They
it.
want the community to see it. Like they having a Creole festival,
Okay.
and they doing that to raise money to try and bring back downtown.
Oh, that's cool.
They bought a bunch of buildings and they refurbishing the buildings.
That's awesome. So they're really trying to bring the place back.
They want to bring
Try to
things
help
back.
with that.
Yeah. This was the front in the 1700s, because the main travel was the bayou. The sugar mill was right here.
Oh, right up there.
Yep. And then the sugar would be shipped on barge. But the main was horse and buggy, but the boats traveled.
So in Louisiana, sugar was the big crop?
Big crop.
Still to this day?
Still is to this day. And you see the moss?
Yep.
They used to have moss factories around here that they would make pillows and mattresses. They would shove that in the mattresses, and they would shove it in the walls for insulation.
I could have used that. The last 5 days, I had the worst mattress ever that I've been sleeping on. You grew up here all your life, you never saw this?
I never saw this place until Jared started taking it over.
Your friend that takes care of this place.
Yeah, you just couldn't see it. That's why I said it's a treat for you to be able to see this place.
Thank you.
I lived here for 50 years and never could see it.
You drive by and always wonder what it was like?
Yep. The old lady lived here for years and years, and she was an old widow, just
By
stayed
herself?
here. Her husband, I think, got killed in front. Yeah, after her husband passed.
This would be a creepy place to live by yourself, I would think. Don't you think?
Yeah. The ingredients are still the same from 1800s. We use hog lard, which that's all they had in the 1800s. They didn't have shortening and that. They use hog lard, and we still put hog
What's
lard.
hog lord?
That's when they kill a pig and they make a butchery and they make the cracklings as the grease
You put that grease in there.
in that.
So that gives it the flavor.
Instead of modern day shortening, we still use the same recipe from 1884. How many businesses in the United States? 6 generations still going. Normally the 3rd generation loses it.
Yeah.
This is 6 generations of the same family.
If your son didn't take it over, then it's done?
Oh, unless somebody would buy it, but
But in the family,
I want somebody in the family to take it.
All right, finally gonna do this bread here. Been looking forward to this moment. All right. That is delicious bread. That is amazing. And that's what does it. The old recipe with lard. Try the ginger cakes. All right, these are very dense. Heavy. So good. Ricky's doing it right. Well, his family's done it right for 6 generations. Hopefully it continues. I believe that's sugar, so there's still a lot going on down here in Louisiana. The history of this is pretty dark. I'm sure most of you know of it, but thank God we're in 2024. And now it's tractors, and times have progressed quite a bit. So the Acadians, the Cajuns, they came from France, ended up in Nova Scotia, modern day Canada. Then the British came in, the sovereignty of their land was jeopardized. 1755 to 1763, I believe. There are roughly 10,000 of them in Nova Scotia. They went to different parts of the US and also back to France, but Louisiana was one of the big zones they came to. And they came down here because, well, beyond these landscapes are swamps and a lot of heat in the summer and difficult place to crack out of life back in those days. So they came down here and brought their culture with them. And to this day, a lot of the old timers still speak French. They really hold on to their food culture. There is a distinct feeling here, a Cajun feeling, I'd say, that can only be felt. Try my best to show it through the camera. But they really do take pride in their culture, in their food, in their connections with their family and their friends. There are a lot of events here, and it's one of those places where you stop to say hi, and you definitely get a hi back.
ever come back in this area, he'll let you stay in that house for free.
Oh, that's so
And
cool.
he'll turn you on, like entertain you or whatever, show you some of the culture around here.
Oh, that's so cool.
do that.
I really appreciate it, Ricky. I'm almost through all your ginger cake. I got one left. They're really
What you
good.
thought about the bread? What you thought about
Oh, I love the bread. The bread is so good. I just got to the border of the Chitimacha reservation.
Hopefully you can find somebody. Don't they have like a little museum there?
Yeah, they got something. I'll find something. I'll run into the Chitimacha Ricky guy out here.
All right. Take care, man.
All right, appreciate it. Everything you did. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
We're now entering the sovereign nation of the Chitimacha. Pavement changes. The Chitimacha have been in Louisiana for up to 6,000 years, roughly around 6,000 years. There are supposedly 285 left to this day here. But back in the day, their villages were impenetrable, because they were deep in the swamps. So they didn't need fortifications and they could get quite large. The villages were up to 500 people. And reservations are always interesting. Everyone is different. Some are doing very well. Others are doing very poorly. This one has a casino that I think funds a lot of what's going on here, I could imagine. It's very small. I mean, we're talking, I don't know, a couple miles to get through. It's not like Navajo Nation, which is bigger than New Jersey. Just talked to a local out in front of his house. Unfortunately, he didn't want to be on camera. But what he said was there are more like 1,000 Chitimachas these days, and it's growing. And they're also expanding businesses. So they have the casino, they have a market here, and I guess they're getting another market, and they're buying more land. So from the sounds of it, things are going good out here. Let's see if we can talk to someone here. I'm pointing the camera this way. Camera's going over here. Just talked to two wonderful ladies who gave great information. You guys are so cool. All the best. Take care. But they don't want to be on camera. And that's just how it goes sometimes. On these reservations, quite often you need the administration to approve of any videoing with people for someone like that runs this cultural center. So unfortunately, that's the story. But they have their health clinic over here. They have dental, health. This is their cultural center. It's very cool inside, really beautiful. You can't really tell from the outside, but what's inside is brand new. It's done really well. Super interesting. The tribe's growing, they're proud, crime extremely low. The good and the bad is everybody knows everyone. That's what they just told me. So when everyone knows everyone, well, people know if someone's kid's off to no good, and that kid gets called out really quickly by the community, but then also everyone knows your business at all times. Let's cruise around a little more. Trying, guys, I'm trying to get that person to talk on camera. And I get it, you know, often people are skeptical, like, you know, what are you gonna do with this? Are you gonna make us look bad? You know, what kind of content is this in? And yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. Look at the streets here. Choctaw, Cherokee, Seminole, Mohawk, Seneca, Martin Luther King Jr. A lot of respect towards the Seminoles. They just brought them up in conversation. I said, how is the tribe doing? And they said, well, it's not the Seminoles. So in the tribal world, the Seminoles are often looked up to because they didn't sign a peace treaty with the cavalry, and they've done extremely well financially. For those that don't know, they're in South Florida. Basically, the cavalry gave up and said, we're not gonna go through all these Everglades and alligators to control you. And now the Seminoles own Hard Rock Casino, the brand. They own the big casino outside of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They own a lot of stuff. They do really well financially. So they said here they get $5,000 for college if someone's going full time. So $5,000 per semester. Dental, health. I don't know if there's any stipend here, but it's very small. We've almost seen it all. It's great to see reservations like this that are taken care of and seem to be doing pretty well. You guys were big in basket weaving, right? Is that the story? And you're Chitimachan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
1/4.
1/4, okay.
Yes,
and you live here out in the res?
Yes, sir.
How's
Born
it?
and raised.
How is it?
It's pretty fun. It's a very tight-knit community.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. You had some people who just didn't really seem like they enjoyed it or appreciated it. I never let that get to me, but it's a nice community.
Everyone helps everyone type place?
Yeah, we try to. We try to do as much as we can to try to keep the community together.
There are like 1,000 of you guys?
Right around. There are some Chitimachas who don't live strictly here on the reservation. We're spread out all across the country. Because I got family who live in like New York, Wisconsin, all over, who are all Native American.
Okay, 6,000 years. Proud of that?
Oh yeah. I'm surprised we lasted. Because, you know, we are like one of the smallest tribes left in the United States.
Yeah.
And we're pretty close to, I guess, extinction.
Does anyone speak the language anymore or no?
Not fluently. They do teach it at the tribal school on the reservation though.
Okay, cool.
I know a little bit. I'm not fluent in it, but I know a little bit. I try to remember it.
Well, you're proud to be Chitimachan.
Oh, of course.
Many different looks, because I wouldn't guess you're native with the red beard.
Oh yeah, we come in all shapes and sizes.
You have a red beard. I've seen some real dark skin. I've seen light skin, and they're all Chitimachan.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Because when I was growing up, I was one of like the only kind of like light, pale skinned people that went to the Native American reservation.
Okay.
But over time, like I said, it kind of got diluted because we didn't really have many people who could keep the bloodline going because there were so many tight families, which would be pretty much just inbreeding.
Right,
We didn't do that.
So when it gets that small, you have to seek out others because you'll just be all inbred, right?
Pretty much.
That
Like,
makes
we try
sense.
to keep the bloodline, but sometimes we weren't able to. If you went to the tribal school now, everyone there is probably my complexion. You don't have a lot of people who still have the skin color.
So as long as you have a 1/4%, you can live out here? Is that what it
I forgot
is?
what it is. I think it's not a quarter. I think it might be bigger than that.
Okay.
I think it's like a 16th or
Oh,
something.
wow. 1/16.
How you doing?
The bus.
Oh, that's not bad.
Are you Chitimachan, ma'am? No? Okay.
I'm not a Chitimacha. I wish I could have been.
You drive the school bus here.
I drive to school.
How is that going? Because I've seen signs everywhere in Louisiana we're hiring school bus drivers.
They need bus drivers like bad. That's Texas, that's Louisiana, that's everywhere you go.
Nobody wants to do it, or what?
It's just that it takes special people to do this job.
To deal with all the kids? You gotta have patience.
You have to have a lot of patience.
Do you lay down the law with
I
them?
lay down the law.
You don't put up with the
I don't
BS,
put
huh?
up with nothing.
You stop
and
the
I
bus?
let the kids know I love them, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let them mistreat me, and I'm not gonna mistreat them. If
Okay.
I see one acting up, I wait till all the kids, getting off, and I say, you, stay right here. Boom. That one kid, I close my door, and
Yeah.
I have my conversation. That way, that kid don't feel like I'm targeting them, and they could understand that, it's a rapport. You gotta gain that rapport with them.
And then they like you for that.
And then they liked it because I didn't blast them out like most bus drivers. Hey, you, sit down. No,
Yeah.
I don't do them like that.
You're not doing that. Okay, so are you driving bus for the tribe here?
I drive for Raintree.
Is that Chitimacha?
That is, I think that's the Chitimacha school.
That's the Chitimacha school. Okay.
Well, then I drive for the Chitimachas.
Cool. But you like it out here?
I love it out here. I love it. I love what I do. I love it.
I bet if you go to New Orleans or even out of the state, very few people know of the tribe here, right?
Even my girlfriend lives down in New Orleans by Metairie. And when I go down there, I talk to her parents. They had no idea
that you guys exist.
Yeah.
And they don't understand there's its own jurisdiction, your own police force, your own schools, your own hospitals.
Yeah,
right?
Not really a hospital. I mean, we have a clinic.
Clinic.
But
okay.
Yeah, pretty much on the reservation, it's our own federal government. So we still kind of abide by state and on certain situations, but other than that, it's us. We have our own rules and everything.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, growing up, we always, every morning before we started school, we had to start and we had to say the pledge in Chitimacha, and then we said your normal pledge. So every morning we stood up and we had to say, Ishnamu Chitimacha hubne, we ishne tikma hubne, is pushna a shik. When Nikitaki namu chaktane, when Nikitaki namu panchpinakan gaskine, when Niki ma shik, usasin jarasne, kabaksni segiskam, kanam kana, wishin sashi.
So we're 9 minutes from cutoff, and this is definitely not what I was expecting. I thought cutoff was going to be deep in the swamps and really primitive, but that's not the cutoff story we're seeing so far.
Probably pretty good.
This place is good?
Yeah, and then my mother-in-law owns this place.
I was gonna go there.
They closed today on Monday.
Ah.
Closed on Mondays.
Okay.
I've never had the crawfish here. And look, I live right here. Never had the crawfish there. Now my wife and mother-in-law and my sister-in-law eat the crawfish at Benny B's and they love it.
Are you from Cutoff, sir?
Yes, sir.
How's it going here?
Good.
It's cool.
Yeah?
It's all fishing? Is that what the industry is?
Yeah, pretty much. The sportsmen, you know. Anything
Sportsman,
hunting,
fishing. What are you doing here?
I'm a mechanic for the South Fuchs Levee District.
Oh, cool. So you just keep these levees going?
Levees and engines and pump stations up. In between here is 2 floodgates.
Oh.
So we stop the water from coming in this system with floodgates and our surrounding levees.
So a big hurricane comes, does that help with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. You know, I was in Lafayette this morning.
Yeah?
I told people I was going to Cutoff. They said, be careful down there.
Oh, come on, why?
I don't know, and they've never been. They don't know what they're talking about.
Good place, man.
No, it's cool, man.
And if you would have came here 2 years ago,
what?
you'd have seen a mess from the storm. Ida.
Ida. It just wrecked this place?
Oh, yeah.
Bad?
Terrible.
Like, the homes did okay, or what? Oh, those look like new homes.
Yeah, so this home is mine, and this is my mother-in-law's.
This is yours?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and your mother-in-law's?
My mother-in-law's, and I have minimal damage. I couldn't complain. There's a lot of people that lost everything, you know.
And then you lift them up on the bricks just to keep them
she lifted hers up, and then I did mine about a year and a half ago. I lifted mine.
You just get a big crane or machine to lift them up?
So what it is, they come in here with some hydraulic jacks.
Yep.
And they'll run some H-beams or I-beams underneath.
Yep.
I think it's my house and this house, I think it was 3 and 4 that they used.
Yep.
And what they do is it's all on a big hydraulic machine. So they lift the whole house up at the same time. And then they'll put the pads or pour the slab or whatever.
Ah, that's cool, man. All right. I'm digging it. You guys are the coolest people.
Appreciate it, man.
By far.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Take care. We got some shrimp gumbo here at Sure Amis Seafood Restaurants. Cut off. Oh yeah. What a cool town. Shrimp, potatoes, Cajun smell, seasoning. Look at these big guys. Your parents didn't want you to marry Wayne? Why?
Correct.
Last name like Tyler. That's Texan. You need a Cajun.
They thought I was from Texas, but I was born in Golden Meadow.
They wanted you to have a French name, last name.
A French-speaking French.
So how's your French?
C'est okay. Tu connais? I get by, whatever.
Yeah.
But you speak
talk to him in French.
You speak fluent French.
Oh yeah.
Oui, avec des you know, and friends that do speak French. But
So, okay, so
Cajun is a broken French. It's not real Parisian, but yet there's
although
English
I'm
word.
working on it, that's my goal this year, is to learn Parisian French, to write it and read it.
So the big thing here was oil before?
Yes.
Oil.
Oil and shrimping, fishing, trapping.
Prior to oil, it was the shrimping industry,
Okay.
trapping industry, and oysters. So it evolved when the oil field came in, when people from Texas moved over
Okay.
and wanted to drill. Late 30s, early 40s,
Okay.
it really started booming. My dad came down in 39 to deliver something to the oil field in this area,
Okay.
so he stayed.
So how are
Jerry was from Galliano.
Okay.
Next.
Her family has and still has the oldest operating shipyard on Bayou Lafourche.
How old?
100 plus years. And they used to build dugouts and small vessels out of Cyprus that they would harvest from the Mississippi River.
So your family's one of the original Acadians that came over?
No.
We came directly from France.
Okay, interesting.
Speaking French, I would always speak French with my mother and my sisters, especially when I didn't want him to understand what I was saying. And it just so happens that one of my sisters asked if I thought Wayne would want another serving of food, a second helping. And he answered her and said, yes, I would.
Her sister actually had a dish rag in her hand. She was drying some dishes.
Yeah.
And she started hitting me in the head with it because she said, I can't believe you understand French all these years, 2 3 years, and you understood what we were saying about you.
Well, you're still married, right? Okay.
Only 52 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, start again.
When what? What'd you say?
when Wayne asked me to marry him, I said, no. I don't need a man. I have the 3 C's. Cash, car, and cable. Which 3 C's, but they're different. Cooking, cleaning, and clothes. I'm doing
Washing
laundry
clothes.
all the time.
So you're saying Wayne is high maintenance, basically?
Very.
Yeah, I can tell.
It sounds like I'm worth it. She graduated college at 19 years old with a 4-year degree.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
So,
4.0.
In what?
education.
Okay.
Teaching. She's been trying to teach me ever since.
You've been the hardest student for sure.
And she says there's not enough time. If you ever back down
Peter,
there.
if ever you're back down to Bayou, bring your wife and you can stay with me.
Oh,
We have room.
you guys are sweet. You guys are amazing.
You might not like it, but we have room.
Trust me, you would like it.
That was so cool. Those locals saw me sitting alone, inviting me over. Great conversation. What a journey today. And if you look at a map I think we didn't even get across half of southern Louisiana. There's so much more to explore, but just in that little bit, so much variation. The towns all had different identities. People were uniformly awesome. Moral of the story, as the man said, I believe in New Iberia, when I said cut off, and he laughed. I forget what he said exactly, but it's like, oh, don't go there, or something's up with that place. You never know until you go. And this is definitely not what I thought it would be at all. It's actually quite nice. And I think that's a lesson for all of us. Whether that be a state, a country, a place, you know, we think we might have an understanding, but until you really go and see it, it's hard to fully know. All right, guys, part of a greater series here in Louisiana. I did a couple great videos in Cajun country before this one. And then tomorrow, I'm on a boat in the swamp with a local Cajun swamp guy who's gonna show us what that world is all about. Thanks for coming along. Until the next one.